Hello and welcome back to my channel, uh, the Mystery Box Reveal. This is everything that is sorted by color. Um, this is all 10 pounds of it. Some of it's in the frame, some of it's not. So I'll just go over everything that I got and some of the nice little surprises that came up while I was doing all these sorts. So first off, let's start off with these blues. What's really cool about these blues is that I've got some discolored old blues, which kind of lets me know that there's some older kits that are in here. And these blue pieces with the trans green domes on them, those are from insectoid themes. So that's pretty cool. I really liked finding some more of those because I had collected those when they first came out, and to get some more pieces that are associated with that, that's really cool. So keeping with the blue themes, then let's go on to these medium blues. Those were cool. I like those. I only got a couple of those. And then I got one turquoise plate, so that's fun. And then I got one tiny aqua, a very light blue piece. So that was neat to find. And along with the blue. Oh, and also found some canopies in there, which are always fun to find. You can't have too many canopies when you're working with vehicles and whatnot, so yay for those. And then, as always, there were a bit of tires in there. I'm glad that this was a smaller than usual amount of tires. I've found some bulk purchases that had a whole lot of tires in there, and that's no fun. And then when coming back, I found a brown motorcycle, which is actually a piece to Star Wars speeder kit. So that's cool. I don't know which kit that was from, but there were a couple of them that had this brown piece for a speeder. And also a conveyor belt and a few other bulky shaped items in there. And so let's see here. So I think that does it for the blues. Now what was really cool, along with those old blues, I also found some old regular dark gray pieces. Some of these may go with those blues. Some of them may be part of another kit. I have not done research on those parts yet to find out where they came from. But that was a neat find. Also had a set of, these are the dark tans, and I have a set of wheels in here, the wagon wheels. That's pretty cool. That's nice to have some more wheels besides the reddish brown ones. And then I've had a very small amount of the medium nougat, but one of them is the profile bricks. Two of them are profile. One's a 1x4 and the other one's a 1x2. And then a bunch of jumper plates. So that's neat. And then this was the amount of Technic that I found in the whole box, which is not too terribly bad. That's pretty cool. Sometimes you'll get a quart or an almost gallon bag full of Technic pins and rods and stuff. So usually when you get a whole bunch of that, it's kind of a letdown. Here is some dark brown pieces. Some of these pieces, when I was doing some research earlier, I found out that these were part of one of the Ninjago Bounty boat sets. So that's a really cool find. I seriously doubt that I'll have all the pieces to the set, but if I have quite a few, that would be a nice surprise. then here's a good sized bag. This is a quart bag of browns, of the regular reddish browns. So that was neat. There's a good selection. The barrels are in there. Radar dish, some arches, and plates. Really good finds. Really good. I think I got my money's worth. And then here are some tans. I was researching these tan garage door elements, and I found out that these were the ones that were going to the bounty. So I was happy with finding that. That was a very cool find. And then onto the yellows. I found a nice amount of yellows in there. That's cool. And some oranges. Sometimes you get a whole bunch of oranges, sometimes a little. This is a decent amount. And then the greens. I always like greens because I like doing things with greens. So I got a good selection of limes and regular greens. So that was a good thing. And keeping with the greens, I had a very tiny amount of dark green. I had one piece of the sand green and olive green. I had a few pieces. Most of it is tiles, which is cool. You can do tiles for buildings and whatnot out of greens. And then, let's see here. This is a goldenrod color. This is that darker yellow. I only found one piece of that. And a couple of pieces of pink in there. And then some purple and dark blue. There's only a few pieces of dark blue in there. And then gold. I like gold for accents and add-ons and stuff, so finding different varieties of gold, that was cool. And some of it went to the bounty as well. And then grass pieces, fun grass pieces, dark red. These were some nice dark red pieces. And here's some dark oranges. Dark oranges are cool to mess with. And then I had just a couple of silvers. And then I also had a good collection of minifig stuff. You know, like the electric piece, some heads, torsos, legs, and a few animal pieces were in there, and chains, and a surfboard, and some dynamite were all just mixed in there. So that's a nice little collection of stuff for minifigs. And then I've got smaller trans-colored pieces. Not too terribly bad. And then all of the dots. These are just various colors of the round plates that I like to use on mosaics and whatnot. So that was a good find. And then this here surprised me because I normally don't get a whole lot of reds in a mixed mystery box, but these were a really nice surprise. Because of the decals and stuff that were on them. I know some of them came from the latest Dragon Knights that were black and red, so there were some red parts that were associated with those. And then there were some pieces that went to a fire truck that was in there. So I'm looking forward to seeing how much of a fire truck I may have in this collection. And then this is the dark grays. This is usually about the right size of dark grays with a 10-pound bulk purchase, so there's no surprises there. And here's some blacks. Now, blacks, these did surprise me, because generally when you go through collection like this, you will get a whole lot of blacks. But in this case, I had gotten more dark grays than I did the blacks. So that also was a very nice surprise. And then here's an average sized collection of white. The whites came with the ladders and stretcher and stuff. So as you can see, there's some police, Coast Guard, ambulance pieces in here. So there was a whole lot of different city stuff in this mixed bag. And then I have the grays, the light grays. This was a nice surprise because I had some unusual plates in there. So and also some other things mixed in that were kind of nice to have. And then last but not least, this was the Bionicle piece that I had acquired. There are some goldenrod colors, some mixed flame-like colors, and some dark reds and yellows. So this was pretty much a nice to see, just a small amount, not too much, not too little, just the right size of Bionicle stuff. So that's what I got out of 10 pounds. On my next film, I will open up another 10 pounds and we will sort through it and see what will come out of it. And that will be 2 of 3 that I have gotten in this last week. Thank you for your time. Have a good evening.